Okay, let's do a little exploration of the planar zones, and let's just zone in, see what I can do. I'm buffed pretty well. So the way you get to the planar zones is you zone into the plane of tranquility through the plane of knowledge. Okay. And the rogue shopping list for plane of knowledge is as follows. We have any zone that you zone into from the plane of tranquility. Any zone is going to drop this tainted planar essence. Okay, so just about any zone. So you want to loot tainted planar essences. All right. In plane of Earth, we have Twilight worms. Twilight worms are the big drop out of plane of Earth. In Bastion of Thunder, we get Fungus Clumps in Bastion of Thunder. In the Fortress of Zek, we have smashed war grubs. The Crypt of Decay, we have nodding blue lilies, and in the plane of air, we have wax flowers. So let's show how we get to these various places. So let's start with the Crypt of Decay. Good old we call it the poop tube. The poop tube is actually the plane of disease, and that's right over here. There's the plane of disease right there. It's the entry zone to the plane of disease is essentially like a sewage pipe. We call that the poop tube, and you go down into the waste tube, and you zone in from top to bottom. So this is the plane of disease. In order to get key to the Crypt of Decay, you got to do some keying in plane of disease. The keying is a totally separate procedure. But, so yeah, you don't go to the plane of disease, you go to the Crypt of Decay, which is down this way. Right there. And this is the home of Bertoxilus. Alright, so we want nodding blue lilies here. We've discussed nodding blue lilies and wax flowers, which both drop out of the ruins of Old Sebelis. I still think that's the best place to go. These guys are little greenies. One thing that helps a rogue at my level is this thing called, well, obviously, let's see if I can just solo these guys. Obviously, Shroud of Stealth would help. All of my AAs, those help. There's this thing called Anatomy, which, if you see that, 41,000, that's like a finishing blow. Very nice. Tends to come off a backstab, but since I have chaotic stab, I can stab from the front. Okay, you see I got a tainted planar essence, a peridot, and another tainted planar essence. So tainted planar essences drop everywhere. This guy runs, so a snare proc would be good here. See how he's running? Alright, so what I need to do, I need to be stealthed. I did take some damage there, but so let me show you what Anatomy does. Unfair. This can be very overpowered in this zone. So let's find this guy here. That didn't work. Another tainted planar essence. You just keep killing these guys. 2 tainted planar essence. Okay. More tainted planar essence. Okay, so all these guys are going to drop the tainted planar essences. Let's go to the guys that drop the nodding blue lilies. Okay, they didn't see me, so Shroud is great here. Alright, these guys will drop nodding blue lilies. So let's see if I can pull this guy. These are undead. There you go. And they won't run. He's trying to heal now, so just strafe around as he's trying to heal and just start backstabbing him. There you go. No lilies off him. Sneak around. I love being a sneaky little jerk. That priest, he'll try to complete heal himself. Okay, let's try this corrupted knight here. This is a good place to go. There you go. See that? That was just a finishing blow. Just killed him right off the bat. Just go right back into Shroud. And there you go. Okay, you gotta watch some of these guys. See, you got a pather here. So let's just catch this guy right in his path. There you go, right there, and there you go. Cool thing is he won't run. It's a great place to be for a rogue. Highly overpowered here. And they're just far enough that you won't get into another's aggro radius. He dropped Dust of Decay. So Dust of Decay, that's used in poison making. So we want, I forgot to mention Dust of Decay here. Alright, let's try this Corrupted Knight. Okay. So there's some more Dust of Decay. We haven't gotten any Nodding Blue Lilies yet, but we'll get them. So I really love these Death Knights. And let's wait for Swift Blade to come up. Instant death. Don't you love it? Okay, and let's see if I can kill this guy without aggroing the guy right next to him. Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, got him, but it doesn't matter. So that's why I say the Ruins of Old Seblis is probably the best place to kill. The best place to farm Nodding Blue Lilies. It's actually not here, because you get a better drop rate in the Ruins of Old Seblis. Crypt of Decay, not so much. And this is another reason why you should always have a hide corpse button, because once I loot that, I drop Shroud, and everything can see me. So always hide corpse. Get into the habit of hiding corpses. See that? Look at that backstab. It's like 50,000 damage. Okay. Believe I can single pull this guy. And if you notice, Sneak didn't drop. He didn't do any damage to me. So you can still attack while sneaking. Okay, he's trying to dot me or something. Okay, I got Autumn Crocus and I got a Nodding Blue Lily. So let's go ahead and loot the Autumn Crocus right there. And that's used to make... that's used to make another rogue poison. So Crypt of Decay, we have Nodding Blue Lilies, we have Tainted Planar Essences, Dust of Decay, and Autumn Crocus. All great, all great. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that pretty much covers the Crypt of Decay. So keep in mind, these are humanoids. Just click on this little pestilence bubble. Those are all humanoids, and so anatomy is going to work on them. Anatomy used to be called assassination, and so it's that finishing blow where you have a percentage chance of just killing a mob outright. Very, very overpowered there. So let's try the Fortress of Zek and see if I can have the same luck there. Look at all these Tainted Planar Essences. I already got 6 of those. And I got 6 Dust of Decays, Nodding Blue Lily, Autumn Crocus, Peridot. Fortress of Zek is this way. Well, actually, there's air, Plane of Air. Plane of Air drops wax flowers. There's mobs there that spin stun. I can give it a try and see how I do. Let's go up into the plane of air. I ain't scared of plane of air. It's kind of hard to click in. There you go. And nobody's ever in the plane of air anymore. Alright, you actually have to break into the plane of air. The way it works is each of these guardians will split into smaller guardians. Okay? Luckily, nothing sees Shroud of Stealth. Okay? So you have to actually kill your way into this initial entryway. I'm going to see if maybe I can kill some mephits. This place is still kind of dangerous. So it's not a place to go in as a level 60. So that's a named right there. These guys do a nasty spin stun on you. Okay, but I could just avoid them. I'm going to look for some of these Temple Guardians. I should be able to handle a Temple Guardian on my own. So I'm just going to avoid that area. But if you were an actual group, there you go, there you go. Looks like they're linked. What I can do is I can use Fade Lure. Yeah, see, that guy is nasty. That little servant. Even though these are green mobs, they're kind of undercons. So let's just see what they do at the end of their path. You got some floating books over there. This is the layer of Zegony. So let's have her finish her path. Alrighty, let's do that. So let's go ahead and do Fade Lure. This is a modern thing. So you're gonna hit Fade Lure. Okay, there's my trap. That's a player set trap. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna proximity aggro this Temple Guardian. Drop Shroud. Okay, take him over the trap. I guess he was didn't affected by the trap. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, it's not so bad. What I get? I got Mephit Meat and I got Wing. Okay, I got a Diamond, Air Mephit Blood. Mephit Meat is actually pretty nice. That can be used to make this magic resist food, which is very nice. 5 to all resists, 30 hit points, 5 stamina. Let's see if I can take the spin stun guy. Ah, you get the Mephit. Very nice. Okay. Wax flowers actually don't drop very often from these guys. Let's see if I can get him before he gets to his buddies. Yeah. Mephit Blood, Intricate, Defiant, Trident, and a Peridot. Alright. But wax flowers drop here. I don't really want to stay in the plane of air for very long, because this place can be a little dangerous. Some of the named mobs they're pretty nasty. So I don't want to be here by myself. I'd be fine with Annulus here, but go ahead and stealthy getaway. It won't let me stealthy getaway. Okay, well, I'll just zone out the old-fashioned way. Okay. The Zegony fight's pretty technical. You have to deal with waves and waves of ads. that have to be locked down, either off-tanked or mezzed. So once you get into Lucklin and the Plains of Power era, the raids become increasingly technical, and you need a lot of coordination with your raid, a lot of advanced planning and scheduling. You need keying, so the game starts becoming more complicated. This is the click out. Yep, there you go. Okay, so I'm working my way to the Fortress of Zek. We're looking for smashed war grubs and tainted planar essences there. And so this is where we have the Zek twins, Valen and Talon Zek. Then we also have Ralos Zek himself. And the Fortress of Zek is right here. Boom. These are all zones, be kind of difficult to solo in when you're in your 60s. You're going to need a group. Most people don't go to the plane of air, just given how dangerous it is. Alright, so there is a Daiku. See what this guy's doing. Oh, he's walking that way. These guys are pretty fluff, but they have a lot of hit points. Beautiful, huh? Let's see here. I got some ore. So you're looking for smashed war grubs off these guys. You're not even hitting me. So smashed war grubs drop here. Might get them to drop, might not. They're not the most common. Cool thing is they're humanoids, so I get those big finishing blows. See those finishing blows? And look, I looted some smashed war grubs right there. So that's nice. So that's what you get here. I'm just going to zone out. Not very interesting, just one-shotting these guys. In Era, they're a lot harder. They hit a lot harder. They, you know, you don't have as much mitigation as Deal does. A gladiator. Dude, you don't want to fight me, man. Trust me, you don't want to fight me, Mr. Gladiator. So there's ruthenium ore. Let's get rid of this trident. There's my smashed war grubs right there. Alright, let's go back to Plane of Tranquility. Okay, the next place we want to go is Bastion of Thunder. You actually need to get keyed here, and the keying is through the Plane of Storms. So if you go pull up the map, the Plane of Storms is here, and you need to do a quest in order to get the key to get into Bastion of Thunder. Eventually they unlock it, but in Era you need to get the key to go in. Bastion of Thunder has 4 distinct sections, and basically you click on this fiery stone, or this lightning stone, until it takes you into the Bastion of Thunder. And basically you kill any of the Jords. These are the giant dudes. And they drop tainted planar essences. Still a lot of dead people around here. No, I think these are just, these aren't actual player character corpses. These are just decorative. Alright, the cool thing is you're on a horse. So keep in mind when you're mounted, you're in regen mode. I don't think you have regen mode or resting regen when you're in Era, but the current Era that I am, I get resources a lot faster when I'm sitting or when I'm on a horse. So mount is important. Alright, so you have 4 sections of Bastion of Thunder. So just choose one and just start fighting Jords and Mephits and stuff. And the Mephits, what you're looking for are fungus clumps. So we're looking for fungus clumps. Looks like they did a revamp here. There you go. I got a fungus clump and I got a blue diamond. So. Oh, he's trying to heal himself, poor baby. There you go. So let's see here. I got a fungus clump right there. Alright. So fungus clumps, tainted planar essences also drop here. So there you go. You saw how easy that was. So just loot all that stuff, hoard it in your bank. You want to get a lot of that stuff. Alright, let's leave Bastion of Thunder. The next zone, let's go to Fire, Plane of Fire. Okay, so there's a Plane of Storms, Bastion of Thunder there. I'm actually heading towards the Plane of Fire. Over here. Again, you need to get keyed to get into Plane of Fire. And the keying is very important. I'm going the wrong way here. There you go. So it's this little island out here. There's like a fiery globe you click on. Plane of Fire is a good place to get leveled and to farm AAs. So you just click on this globe. Another cool thing is you can be seated while you're in a Bastion of Thunder. So casters, especially useful for casters. You can stay seated and stay regenning and not get aggro while sitting. Alright. So, oh, people can see me here. Let's get off the horse. Okay, so I should be good now. Alrighty, so tainted planar essences and phosphorus powder. There's a lot. As you can imagine, there's lots of phosphorus here, given that it's like on fire all the time. This is a great zone. The graphics are just so beautiful in the zone. So I kind of like killing the mephits down here. They're chumps. Get off the horse. There's some right there. And just kind of, I wait till he's at the end of his path. There you are. I just got 3, that's cool. I could try the trap. I'll try the trap in a minute. See how they're kind of hitting a little harder? Not too bad though, not too bad. Okay, I got some tainted planar essence right there. Diamond. See how you can get lots of jewels here. Tainted planar essence, raw diamond, diamond. So let's go ahead and try that player made trap again. So let's do Fade Lure. And then just proximity aggro. Take them over the trap, see that? And then hit escape. So now they're still mezzed. And then melee attack that one. Well, requires a little fine tuning. There you go. So I got 2 instead of 4. Did you see 4 on my extended target window? Now I got 2. So I was able to break them up a little bit. Really, we want mephit meat. We don't really care about the skin. The meat makes those pies. So you see how they're broken up a little bit more? And you know, I'm not sneaking behind them and using backstab. I'm like AOE mezzing them and kind of using, you know, the equivalent of like feign death, but there's a long recast timer on it. So there's a mephit meat. Haven't got any phosphorus powders. I actually think that the phosphorus powders drop off these these firemen that are up here. So let's go ahead and The way you get there is you run to the top of this little hill, run all the way to the top, keep paging up, get to the top of the hill, and then you try and get over the rampart. So you actually need to stay on this as high as you can go, higher. See, I'm very slowly climbing the mountain here. Alright, so get to the top of the mountain, and then you go to the top of the rampart. Okay, I believe I'm shrouded. Alright, there's a couple phoenixes here you got to be careful of, but they generally won't aggro unless you get close to them. Alright, see these phoenixes? You got to watch out for those guys. They're tough. But if you hug this wall, so this west wall, and just get this guy, Soldier of Fire, he's not too bad. There you go. Probably not a bad place to farm AA. There you go. Okay, you left 2 phosphorus powder on the corpse, so I can loot it right now. There you go, phosphorus powder right there. So, there you go, tainted planar essences and phosphorus powders. Let's see if I can stealthy get away. It won't let me. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to plane a knowledge port back out of here, and I'll be back. Okay, we got, I used my plane of knowledge port. Got back to POK, went back to POT, plane of tranquility, and now I'm heading from where I was, approximately where I was in the plane of fire, to the plane of earth. And plane of earth has 2 parts, part A and part B. Plane of earth requires some keying. We're not going to go over that. There's plane of time, that little sundial, that's plane of time. That's the end zone for plane of power. But we're going to go to plane of earth, and we're going to look for Twilight worms and, again, tainted planar essence. And Twilight worms, there's also mephits there. It's actually a pretty good zone to level, as well as plane of fire. And plane of water is actually a good zone. Plane of water drops Deepwater inks. Go there as well. Okay. There's plane of earth. You just click this stone here. And I like going over to the mephits area because they tend to drop those mephit meats that can be used to make those magic resist foods. Sorry for the rain. Okay, and just avoid that guy. This guy seems pretty juicy. Earthen Mudslinger. Okay, I got a jack-o'-lantern head ornament. Yay. Okay. Try this guy over here. Nothing. Those armadillos split. Just kill everything. Okay, I got tungsten ore. Okay, I got Earth, Mephit Blood, and a Living Fragment of Earth. The Living Fragment of Earth can be used as an ingredient for this Plane of Knowledge necklace, so that's very important for that quest. Not the most common drop. So again, we're looking for Tainted Planar Essence and Twilight Worms. Twilight Worms are our friend. Nothing. Let's keep sneaking our way in. I go into this little temple area here. This is a great place to kill wardens and mephits. Cool thing is these guys don't really run. If they do, I can hamstring them. Okay, don't forget the frogs. Don't forget the frogs. Not a lot of drops here. Strand of ether. See how they summon? Okay, got a Tainted Planar Essence, but I can't seem to get a Twilight Worm to drop. So Twilight Worm's probably much better to go to Akivia Ruins for that. But they will drop here if you're camped, so, you know, Twilight Worms drop, you want to just give the call out. Give the call out in your guild. You know, I'm looking for Twilight Worms. I'm not going to kill any armadillos. I'm gonna kill one more frog, and then I'll leave. I'll show you the plane of water. A young frog. I don't want to kill a young frog. See, these guys are kind of hitting hard. It's pretty easy to duck out of this. Just kill this frog. Escape. Go into Shroud. Doesn't even see me. Isn't that beautiful? It's the beauty of being a rogue. Just walk away. Basilics. Alright. So, I'm going to go to the plane of water and look for Deepwater inks. Again, Kedge Keep and Plane of Water are good places to go for that. Shamans use Deepwater inks to get to max level, level 300. Kind of sad I didn't get any Twilight Worms here, but a better place to go is Akivia Ruins, and you're less likely to get hurt there. Deepwater inks can be used to make wasted flesh. Let's see here. I think I overran. Yeah, there we are. I overran it. There you go. And you click on this thing to get out of here. Okay, plane of water, where are we here? So there is, it's called the Reef of Cornav. Let me start to zone in here. Okay, here's the plane of water. Now, some people just despise fighting underwater. So, let's go in. And what we're looking for are Deepwater inks and tainted planar essences. Try and find stuff that I can single pull. Let's just start with these little Trulions here. So I got a Deepwater ink, water method skin, 2 Deepwater inks right off the bat. Okay, living fragment of water. So you saw the living fragment of earth. The other thing to get are living fragments of air, living fragments of fire. Those all drop off methods. So what I like doing is just proximity aggro. It's kind of important to have an enduring breath item. I don't have one on me right now. There's a tainted planar essence. So yeah, these are just grainy mobs, but they're kind of kicking my butt. So the loot in Plane of Water is excellent. There you go, let's get out of here. But fighting underwater is just terrible. I hate fighting underwater. So that's pretty much it with the planar zones. And to get out of here, there's like a sponge right here. It's kind of inhaling. So let's look at our haul and see what we got. You see a lot of Deepwater inks dropped. So it's probably better to get Deepwater inks out of Plane of Water than Kedge Keep, but no one is in Kedge Keep, so that's a cool thing, is it won't be contested at all. So I'm going to go through this and see what kind of poison-making material haul I've got, and I'll be right back. Okay, to just go over that very quick haul of just doing a tour of all the planar zones. I got 18 Tainted Planar Essence, 14 Deepwater Inks, 6 Dust of Decay, 2 Phosphorus Powder, 1 Nodding Blue Lily, 1 Autumn Crocus, 2 Fungus Clumps, and 1 Smashed War Grub. We couldn't get a Twilight Worm. We couldn't get a Wax Flower. So just add this to my my list here. So we could definitely have used more Tainted Planar Essences, phosphorus powder, Deepwater inks, autumn crocus, that's right there. Fungus clumps, could always use fungus clumps. Smashed war grubs, there. Nodding blue lily, here. And dust of decay, there. So you can see I've just been collecting all this stuff, just keeping it in the bank. And we're going to just collect this as you go. Lots of space in your bank is required. So definitely try to get bags, trade skill bags. These are very, very, very handy. You can actually buy some from the station store or quest them. Anyways, that's the planar zones.